Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about how to do corner to corner crochet stitch. And I've started this lovely blanket with lots of striping, and I hope you guys can see all the texture here. It's just so much fun and it works up really quick. All right, so let's jump into it. To get started with our corner to corner crochet stitch, we're going to use our 5mm crochet hook, and I've just grabbed some medium weight. It's our Red Heart Super Saver yarn. I'm just using a white today because it's easy to see. For corner to corner, we're going to start with 5 chains. Skip our first 2 on our crochet hook, double crochet into the 3rd, and the next, and the last one. All right, so corner to corner is worked as it sounds in the diagonal fashion, and we are going to create these little blocks and work them on one on top of the next until we have our desired size. So this time we're gonna, again, double crochet 5, and now we're gonna do the same thing again, yarn over, skip our first 2 and go into the 3rd, and double crochet into the next chain, and then double crochet into the last and final one here. And so now what we actually have is 2 blocks, and now in order to go ahead and connect those together, we're going to twist the first one on top of the second and slip stitch to the chains from the beginning. Okay, so now we have a block going this way and a block going this way. See the difference in the way that our stitches are facing. Now to go ahead and finish off this second row, we're going to chain 2, and now we're going to put 3 double crochets into this last stitch on this first block. All right, so that is row number 2. All right, so we've got 1 row here, 1. This is our first row going this direction. Then we've got this row going the other direction. So this one's going vertically at this point. So now we're going to start our next row. You guessed it, a chain 5. So we're going to skip our first 2, double crochet into the 3rd and the 4th and the last. All right, and now we're going to turn over the first part here that we've done, and we're going to slip stitch to the top of that block. All right, and then we're going to chain 2 and put 3 more double crochets into that last stitch there. Corner to corner blankets or squares or whatever you want to make with them. They make great pot holders. You can make them into rectangles. Once we get to the decrease section, I'll show you how to modify so that you can make it a rectangle instead of just keeping it as a square. All right, so there is our 3rd row. So row 1 now vertical, row 2 horizontal stitches, and now row 3 is vertical again. All right, and we're going to keep working back and forth and flipping our blanket or our work over as we work through the next row. So 5 chains, skip 2, work 3 double crochets into the next 3 chains, turn it over, and we're going to continue working until we're at our desired size. Now I will come back in just a moment and we'll go ahead and start some decreases. You can also, tie on another color at any point and do a couple of blocks in a different color to kind of do, if you see any of those like Graphgans on say Pinterest, there are tons of different options which look like a knitting chart, and each block is one of these blocks, and you just tie on the different colors at the different spots and then weave in your ends as you go. And once we go ahead and start our decreases, I can show you how to make the adjustment to make it rectangle instead of a square, and we can go from there. All right, so let me add a few more rows to this, and then we'll go ahead and start some decreases. All right, so now I have been working along the side of this blanket, but I wanted to show you guys how to do this decreases for our corner to corner blanket. So what we have here is we've finished off our last square on this side of our blanket, and then we're going to slip stitch to the chains from the beginning here. These are our chains along the side, right? We're working back and forth. And so now what we need to do is we need to start working over here because we've decreased. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our blanket over, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take our working yarn, and I'm going to just move it up and over like so. Now it's on the wrong side of our work, but we don't really care. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it to the back like that over top of our slip stitch, and now we're going to insert our hook into the top of the double crochet we just finished, yarn over and slip stitch And then we're gonna do the next stitch across. We're gonna slip stitch our way across the side of the square. And then we're going to stop here at the end. Now, because of the pattern that we're doing here, we are doing 2 rows of each color. And now we're going to switch colors over to our pink. I like to just do a single knot and then pull it down to the part that's tight to the previous stitch. And then we're gonna start our chaining here, and then I'll pull down tightly on that last chain or the loop at the end of the slip stitches to give us basically an invisible join there. So now we've chained 3 here on purpose because this first one that came with the white on it doesn't count as a stitch. So we wanted to get to pink, and then we need 2 more pink chains. So now we're gonna yarn over and finish our double crochets to do this square. So we need 3 of them. And that's it. That's how we do our decreases. So this pattern is so versatile. I am working on this kind of V stitch. It's kind of an offset V. So the plan is to do, you know, to have the center of our V here, and then to have our blanket continue across this way. So it goes much further across to the left-hand side. Hope you guys like it. There is one like this, a similar version on my Pinterest board. The link is below. You know, this corner to corner blanket style, it is honestly so versatile. I hope you guys like this one. If you do, go ahead and hit that like button, and yeah, we'll have lots more coming in the future. We've got lots more ideas coming. Feel free to comment below if there's something specific you want us to show. I really do enjoy teaching the principles of how to do different aspects of crocheting and knitting. Of course, we do have some patterns on our shop that you can purchase and actually make from a written pattern, but I really do enjoy teaching you how to create your own. So that way it's completely unique. So I hope you guys like it. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the next video.